is, how do I know my God-given gift? How can I tell? How do I know? This is quite a challenge. And I'm going to give 4 ways you can know your God-given gift. How you can know, how you can identify it, right? I'm just giving a surface view. So the first thing you can know is by knowing it inherently. There are some people, they know they have the gift of singing. Naturally, they know they have the gift of teaching. At times you can know it naturally. Nobody has to tell you. Growing up, you get to know that, actually this thing is a gift God has given me. Inherent knowing. That is number 1. And number 2, when someone informs you, when someone comes to you, someone tells you that, when I look at you, like what you are doing, you have the gift of prophecy. It can be either a prophet, it can be either a pastor. The pastor will say, you have this gift. You see, you have this, you have this. This is how you get to know your gift. And the third thing that I want to talk about is looking at your surrounding. Looking at your surrounding. Most of the times we tend to ask God that, okay, God, what is my gift? God, what is my gift? But you in particular, you know that anytime you find yourself in a church, you find yourself in a particular environment, that is another way you can also know your gift. That you always end up in the choir. It's not like you are forcing it. Any time you know that you are there. If you go to another church, if you go anywhere, you find yourself being involved in the things of what the choristers do. You find yourself being involved in what the instrumentalists do. It isn't like you just see. So look at your surroundings, where God has placed you in the first place. Me, for instance, I used to teach at church. I was given the opportunity to be teaching, but I didn't like the teaching. I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I wasn't that serious until God encountered me, and I got to realize that at times, where you find yourself is where God will raise you from. Where you find yourself is where God will train you to move your giftings higher. So you realize that in the church they are telling you, go and be an usher. Be an usher. Everywhere you go, you like ushering, hospitality. That is how you can also know a bit of your giftings, because God knows what He's doing. He will put you there for a particular reason. And the last point that you can know that this is my gift, is assess yourself and know the things you do with ease. Assess yourself, know the things you do with ease. One thing I've realized is that we can trivialize grace because we operate in it in ease. So when God started telling me about my teaching ministry, like teaching me about the teaching ministry and all that, let me show you what happened so that you can also like get something from it. So when in my church, right, where I'm serving, when we are teaching, we give opportunity for questions. So I realized that when the man is teaching, or the person who is supposed to teach is teaching, I realized that all of a sudden I started seeing things that were in the Bible that the man was not actually saying it. And I'll be like, how are you not seeing this in the Bible? How are you missing this? Right? At first, I didn't understand that it was the inner workings of the teaching grace. But I knew I had it. But you see, so when you assess it, so I was like, these people, they are not doing their work well. These people, they are not like, I don't know, they are not teaching the thing well. And at times, even I'll ask a question. When I ask a question, genuinely, I don't know the answer. But when I sit down and the man or the person teaching is answering, you realize that all of a sudden, when I start reading the Bible, I'll find the answer. Then I'll be like, so this is the answer. So when you see the things you begin to do with ease, you should know that grace has been made available and there is a gift there. Some people, they find it very simple to sing. They find it very simple to prophesy. Some of you dream prophetic dreams. It comes very easy to you. So you trivialize it. You don't take it serious. And you all that you say is that, after all, when I dream, I know it will happen. So you dreamt it and you say that, okay, you get the vibe. So it's like the things that comes with ease are also markers to your giftings. They are also markers to your giftings. So it's either you need someone to guide you to know that, oh, this is how this works, this is how this works. So if you want to know your giftings, you must seek for these things, these markers. So this is all for how to know the gift God has given to you. These